Peace and love, fam. I welcome to the Muegas, and right now I want to really talk about the issue of holding women accountable for their actions, or women acting a fool and then trying to pass it off like, oh, giving excuses for their bad behavior. Women need to start being held accountable to the level at which men are held accountable, especially by men. Because I think there are women out here who act a fool because they know that men will not go to a certain extent in terms of protecting themselves or protecting their dignity and their manhood when she is the one who is the aggressor, right? And for this one, I want to give an example of Tasha K when she went really hard, really she went crazy over the lead attorney. The lead attorney had done a live stream where he was talking about whether or not Tasha K would go to jail because apparently or allegedly she had transcripts of R. Kelly's communication to people, I think his girlfriends or something. And the FBI had launched an investigation to find out what really happened, where the breach is. So the lead attorney was just dealing with that story in that context. I had watched the stream. It was very respectful. He kept his comments on the legal aspects on what Tasha K may be facing, on what he himself thought were the issues in which the FBI would use to bring charges against her. He never disrespected her. In fact, he said over and over and over that he did not think that Tasha K did what she did maliciously. Like, she didn't do it out of spite or to out of some bad intention. But Tasha K comes over and I think she does over 10 minutes of insults directed towards the lead attorney. As a married woman, you do not publicly insult a man in such a manner. Okay? Listen, even men do not insult other men in that manner. Even men. And men can hold their own. Even men know where the line is. But because a woman knows that the man will not go physical on her, then she gets that courage to go out there and act a fool and act crazy and go ballistic and go, I don't know, that's not even childish. That was crazy talk. You don't do that. You don't go and insult a man's profession. You don't go and insult the manhood of a man. You don't go and insult who he sleeps with or he does not sleep with. What does that have to do with what the lead attorney was addressing? Because he is not the one who brought charges against you. He's not the one who brought you the transcripts for you to read in your show. He's not the one who is launching an investigation. I don't even think he's part of the FBI. He is not even the one who broke the story. It was broken by a newspaper in Chicago. So what is your beef with the lead attorney? What is the issue? Okay? Look, Tasha K has built her career on talking and gossiping about other people. And she goes all in, right? She goes all in and talks a lot of shit about people in her own show. Okay? But when somebody talks about her and does not even insult her in any way, she has the audacity to come out insulting. That just shows how um, crazy some women have become in our society. A lot of people have addressed it, so I'm not going to address it. I just want to take it somewhere where many people did not want to take this conversation. She is married. As a married woman, your behavior is a reflection of your upbringing and your husband. Yes, I went there. It is your behavior, not only in public but in private, is a reflection of your upbringing and your husband. If your husband has authority over you, you do not do that. You do not behave the way you behaved. And I watched Osheduk Jackson's response to her insulting the lead attorney, and there is something which he said which struck me. He struck a chord to me. He said that she is married to an African. I am Kenyan. I am African. Right now I'm doing this video in Kenya. I am African. Right? Come on, man. Brother. Your woman is giving you a bad name out here. In fact, she should not have been the one apologizing to the lead attorney. Her husband should have been the one apologizing. You know what? Come out and say, I failed. I should have set boundaries with my woman with respect to other men. Because believe you me, if it was a man who had said such things to another man, and to make matters worse, I think they are in the same town, if I'm not wrong. So, like, a woman just goes in public and calls me names. Funny story. Just 3 days ago, some women put hands on one another because one of the women had insulted the other woman's husband. They put hands on one another and it went on for like 30 minutes. So it was some serious hands because a woman insulted another woman's husband. So now the woman who had done that was taught by the man's wife that you do not do that to my husband. And I'm very sure that in future she will not do that to any other man, whether she knows whether he is married or not. Because even women, and this is something which the Godfather talks about all the time, women, you are not holding fellow women accountable. You are not. If it was a man and he did like that to a fellow man, if, for example, the lead attorney will not, have responded in a way in which, I'm trying to find the right word because this is for YouTube. His friends will have gone out and asked some questions, put their hands on the man. Because we don't allow such kind of disrespect to another man. And if a man goes out and puts such disrespect out there in public, he knows that he will have to walk watching his back. So most men do not do that. There are lines men will not cross with other men. But women, this woman has brought it to the light clearly that one, you have this mentality that you are untouchable, and two, other women are not holding you accountable. Because if she would have known that, if I talked shit about the lead attorney in this manner, his sisters, his cousins, his neighbors who are women ooh, they will come for me. My weave, my hair, my makeup, this, they're going to put hands on me. So anyway, I just wanted to address this thing and say that, my brother, please, um, if you are, if you're married to a woman, be very strict, because Patrice O'Neill used to say that women cause their men to really go, to get hurt in public, because he has this example where, you are sitting somewhere and somebody's woman is talking shit to you, and he says that you're not even supposed to address that woman, you're supposed to address her man, because if you put your hands on the woman, of course her man is going to come into the picture and try to defend her. In fact, just the other day there was a video on YouTube where a woman, I think it was in a stadium, where a woman put her hands on a brother, and she was with her man, and the man tried to come and defend his woman, and he was put to sleep. Why? This man was just having fun watching whatever was happening in the stadium. The woman decides to act a fool, and because now the man is now forced to come into the picture and defend, and then he's put to sleep. Come on. Anyway, I just wanted to say something about that. I think it is wrong what she did, and then she followed it up with some fake ass apology, trying to say, oh, it felt like that because I was hungry. Come on now.